All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting started here very, very shortly. I want to thank everyone for being here on this live Zoom. Appreciate it very much. And we're going to listen to some motivational music before we get started. All right, we're going to get started here shortly. It's not too late to invite family, business partners, friends, everybody. There isn't a single person on the planet that wouldn't want to get 18% a month on their deposit. $100 to start minimum, no monthly fees, and so much more that we're offering here with my system. All right, so let's keep inviting. Let's get some more people on here. It's going to help, I'll help you help them. Okay, so that's what it's all about, us working together. So let's do it. We're going to get started in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, just a moment. got a couple more minutes. We're going to get started. Invite everybody you can. Send them the registration. Let them register. Let them see this for themselves. 18.18% a month on your money. It's been happening since before January 2024. Incredible. And so much more. And you're going to hear about it right now. Get started in 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome. It's so exciting for everyone to be here on this live Zoom. We're going to go ahead and get this recording started. All right, bear with me a second here. All right, David, are you able to unmute yourself?
Hey, Lee.
All right. All right, fantastic. So, all right. I want to thank everyone for being on this live Zoom. I really appreciate the time you've taken out to, basically to learn about something new, to have something to look forward to, which I can really appreciate. When it's great to be able to get up in the morning and just be like, wow, what a great day this is going to be. And that's what this opportunity that we're going to share with you is all about. It's the ability to have something to look forward to be able to have some life-changing opportunities that we are a part of here. And Excels is incredible. So let me go ahead and try to see in a moment here. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to get started. And fantastic. All right. So eventually this thing will go away. So again, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you have some friends, some business partners, people that are open to hearing about this, because this is life-changing. It's simple, but life-changing. And, the bottom line is you are here to witness and be a part of the most powerful do-nothing passive income system you've ever seen. Why do I say that? Because you're going to find out that our project starts off as 100% passive, but we add layers to it to allow you to have a complete do nothing system, and it's just going to get better and better. I'm all about passive income. I'm about duplication. I'm about systems. That's what I love. All right. And so that is the reason that we can help everyone make money passively, because everything involved, the whole goal is for passive income. And our goal, you're going to find out as you look at the information, you're going to find out that our goal is for every single person to receive $1,000 a day in passive income. That's our goal. Now, I know there are people that have wanted passive income that they haven't ever been able to achieve it. You can achieve it here with Excels and our system. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started into this. And we're going to probably bring David on here in a little bit. So right now, this is the first part of the presentation that we're going to do. I asked you to give me 10 minutes so you can experience the global automatic do nothing 100% passive income system. Okay, we want you to experience. So I want you to listen to this information. I want you to avoid all distractions. We have phones, we have tablets, we've got everything going on, you know, devices all over the place. Please avoid distractions. You know, what if this information that I'm sharing with you could change your life? What if, right? It's not just another deal. I don't spend time building systems and working with projects to create just another deal. Okay. I am looking to, you know, bless others while I can bless myself and help us bless everybody else at the same time. It's a win-win situation. You know, I'm a great person. I'm a Christian. I care about people, but let's be honest, I want to win too. Okay. And it's great when we're able to just bless everyone and give everybody a vehicle. And that's what it's all about. So the bottom line is you want to establish your 100% free account when you get done here. You don't have to fund it. You don't have to do anything beyond that, but at least give the person that referred you the courtesy to get a darn free account. Okay. And if you're not sure, continue to learn, listen, engage, whatever. So you're going to click the link below the video or get back to the person that shared this with you for their link. So that way they can go ahead and get a free account. Now, while other opportunities out there, we're bombarded with other opportunities. They get you to join. They say, hey, join us. And then after you join, you find out that you have to, quote, do a lot. Okay. You're going to have to create websites, capture pages. You got to do videos and email, texting campaigns, and all of this stuff better be written in order to convince people to fill out forms and ultimately join you in whatever you're doing at that point in time. Now, if not, you have to redo it and get it going again, right? Now, just because you create a website doesn't mean that people are going to go to the website. You now have to also become an advertising professional, a marketer, so you can get people to go to your website. Now, you're also going to have to become a sales professional. You're going to have to learn how to have the skills. Now, I've been doing sales since 1990. I have the skills, okay? I've also been advertising and marketing since 1990 and online since about 2010. I have the skills, but most people don't. Most people don't have the desire or the time to do all of these things, right? So we eliminate most of the stuff that you have to, quote, do with our do nothing system. So that's why we're different. I can't eliminate every darn thing, okay? But I do my best, and we're going to continue to improve and make everything even better. But here's the great part. We begin with a do nothing passive income source, which is Excels. Okay. We begin there. So you're already able to make that 18.18% every single month. Now, if you desire to share this with others. Most people, they start off like, I'm not sharing this with anyone because I want to make sure it works. And then they're like, well, it works. I'm going to start sharing it. Then you start sharing it and your team begins to grow around the world. And this is global. So it's much easier to share an opportunity when it starts out 100% passive. And it's $100 one time or more. Okay, you don't have to break the bank to join us. And then on top of that, if you want to go bigger, our global co-op, we're looking at doing our next global co-op starting Monday. So if you want to get shares, you go to the website. I'm going to go ahead and text I'm going to text it right now in the chat, the team page. You can get information about it. All right, so that way, let me get this to everyone. All right, if I messed it up, you guys can let me know. But anyway, so I texted that. So the bottom line is, not only can you start with a do nothing program, 18% a month, you'd be happy to, in a 401k, to get 18% a year, right? Then you can share with everyone else and bless them. You can earn from all of their rewards that they're getting every single month. And then you can do a global team by joining our affordable co-op. All right. Incredible, incredible, incredible. So what do we have here? Passive income, ladies and gentlemen. One time $100 or more, you're going to receive 18.18% every single month. All right. We also have another portion of this passive where you're basically whatever your deposit is, you're going to 4x that in 22 months or less. $100 or more, you can 4x it in 22 months or less. Now, the residual portion of this, 5% or more on a global team's rewards that they get every single month. So you're blessing them with a passive program. They're getting 18% on whatever they deposited, and you're earning 5 to 10% every single month. Every time they get a reward, you get a piece of that, down 10 levels. Okay. And then we also have our co-op. All right. Now, here we go. 100% passive. You're going to receive 18.18% every single month on your money. Every single month, you're getting 18.18% every single month. Okay. One time, $100 or more. Now, some people say, well, I thought you said it has to be $5,000. This is an example, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to give you an example of $100 because most people, they don't come in at $100. They come in at 1,000 or more, to be honest. 1,000 to 5,000 is the starting range. But I'm going to give you an example of $5,000. Substitute whatever you want amount, and then there you go. Okay. Matter of fact, I may add a calculator on the team page. I think I might have had it. I don't know if I deleted it or whatever, but I'm going to have a compounding calculator and everything on there that you can see, well, what if I do this much and how much will it be? Right. And so we're going to do that. Bottom line is $5,000 deposited one time. 18.18%, that's $909 monthly. That is without compounding. That is without referring others. You could just pull that out every month. Okay. Now, you'll have your original seed money back in 6 months or less. All right. Which is important, right? And that means you'll be able to 4x your money in 22 months or less. Now, why do I say less? Because if you start referring people and building a team and you start earning, those earnings go toward you getting a 4x quicker. All right. And you can do it in as little as every single month, you can get a 4x on your money. So $5,000, 18.18% monthly, $909 monthly, 22 months. That's $19,998 without compounding or referring others. Okay. So this is what I mean by our program starting off as a do nothing passive income project. Boom, done. Right now, most people will not keep this gold mine a secret. Okay. You're going to receive 5% or more on your global team's monthly rewards down 10 levels. Okay. In this example, let's just say $5,000. You got that 909 monthly. Well, you're going to get a minimum of 5% every single month on that 909. That's $45.45 for one person that deposited $5,000. They're getting their 909 monthly. You're also going to receive the $45.45 monthly. If they're your personal, you're going to get $90.90 because you get 10% on your personals. There's more money than that. There's car bonuses and all kinds of stuff. All right. Now, if your global team grew to 1,000 people that did something like this, you're looking at a $45,450 monthly new money coming into your life every single month. Okay. Now, let's break it down. The referral reward bonuses. Okay. Level 1, you have 5 people. Remember, you get 10%, which is $90. This is everybody doing the $5,000. Okay. No, you don't have to do 5,000. You do $100. Now, that's $454.50 monthly right there for you. Now, like I said, I know people that have never earned a single dollar while they sleep. You know, Warren Buffett says that you better find a way to make money while you sleep or you're going to work until you die. Okay. And this is what we're talking about here. Not to mention, we're in the crypto space. Not to mention, it's digital, it's global, there's no limits here. Okay. Based out of Dubai, right? Level 2, those 5 people referred 5. So all you did, ladies and gentlemen, is you referred a measly 5 people and they deposited a measly 5,000. Well, maybe it's not measly, but they did in this example 5,000. So on the level 2 alone, that's another $1,100 monthly. Those 25 referred 5, that's 125 people. So everybody is referring just 5 people and that's it. Okay. What happened? Look at this. 5,000 monthly, 28,000 monthly. Okay. Now at 10 levels, that's 10 million people. We're not going to go that crazy. Like I said, with 1,000 people deposited $5,000. Now, you may not start out at 5,000. You might start at 1,000, but you grow it and add a little bit and add a little bit. Eventually, everybody on the planet will be at 5,000 guaranteed minimum because most people are going way beyond that. We had a person recently deposited $300,000. Okay. And I'm going to let David talk about that here in just a second, as soon as I get done with this presentation here, this little piece. $45,000 monthly, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this isn't a perfect world, right? What happens if it's something like that, right? We're talking about a global average of just 1,000 people globally. Okay. You might have, limited finances. That doesn't mean the person next to you has limited finances. They might be a millionaire or even better, right? The bottom line is don't let your stinking thinking get involved with your success or their success, right? You want to stay positive and think positive. Now, think about being a part of our global advertising co-op where we can help you grow that team even quicker. Okay. The leads are going to come right to your inbox. We advertise and we get the leads and they go to your inbox. And then, yes, unfortunately, you're going to have to follow up with them, but we can provide a little email and script for you to follow up with them with. Okay. And these are people that are going to be open and interested because we've already talked to them about it. They know what they clicked on. Okay. It's not a surprise. Okay. So how is all this possible? How can all this money fly around? Because the company is already extremely profitable in many different ways, other than the one-time bonuses like the car bonuses. This bonus, like I said, the referral bonuses that you get every single month, that goes toward your monthly return on your deposits. Okay. Whatever you deposit, you're going to get a 4X. If you're earning more beyond the 18%, that helps you get your 4X even quicker. It's genius, right? And that's incredible. Like I said, you can 4X your money. If you're earning $45,000 a month and you got a $10,000 deposit, Let me give you that example. $10,000 deposited, but you're earning 45,000. You're Forexing your money every month. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Do another deposit the following month, $10,000, 4x, $40,000. Boom. You're going to have to upgrade your account because it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's how that works. So we're going to continue how this is possible. Exales is proven since November 2023. Actually, it's been before that, but that's that's in the presentation. So we'll stick with that. And profitable because of the core corporate investors. They're members of the royal family in Dubai. They're already making money. They deal with the spices. They deal with real estate, whatever. They're already wealthy. Okay, as the royal family, they're investing. They also invest. Okay, the Exales is trading all the time, not just regular trades, but arbitrage trading against all the other platforms. Technology and blockchain investments, like they own 80% of the nodes on the Merlin blockchain. Just look up Merlin on Google, and they own 80% of the nodes. What are the nodes? The nodes are simply, you have a credit card machine and you're a business owner, right? Every time someone swipes a card, you have to pay that stupid fee, right? Well, you can't get around the fees, okay? So everybody that does transactions on the blockchain, they're swapping currencies, they're buying currencies, right? All over the world, okay? Whether the market is up or down, by the way, the fees must be paid, right? They get 80% of the fees there. They have 80% of the nodes. Incredible. And they have their own coin called Pond, okay? So most people say, heck yes, to get a free account. They want to get that 18.18% monthly. They want to get Forex as 22 months or less. You want to receive thousands of dollars in additional referral rewards every month. Why not? Okay. Is this real? Yes. Exales is real. It is solid. It is extremely profitable, and it has a 20-year vision, ladies and gentlemen, not just to be around in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be around they got a 20-year game plan here. Okay. And plus, I and the team and the person that shared this with you is going to hold your hand and help you with absolutely anything and everything you need. So at least get your free account. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to see if I can get David here. David, are you there?
Hey, Lee. Yeah, I'm right here.
All right. So David is teamed up with me. We're sharing this on a global scale, and David has actually been with this Exales opportunity. He actually told us about it way back in January of 2024, and I was busy. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to see how it sticks around, see if it works and makes sense. And then what happened? I'll tell you what happened. I said, people are hitting me up. I want to make passive income. And I said, what do we got, man? What are we doing? He said, dude, I've been sharing. I told you about this. What's wrong with you? Right. And I said, okay, well, remind me what the heck. And that's the reason we started doing it. Can you share your experience, if you don't mind?
Yeah, no, and by the way, great overview, Lee. Yeah, you know what, guys, if you're watching the replay right now or you're on this call, basically, if someone's not ready, it doesn't mean no forever, right? Just like for the example with Lee, it just wasn't his time. It wasn't, it's all about timing, guys. So never give up on sharing what this is, because if you got something of value and it's working for you, don't give up, because we know where this is going. The majority of people don't know where this is going. Recently, I just had a few people hit me up for different. I mean, I'm always getting hit up for different projects, right? And it's fine. I'll look at everything. But the thing is this: anything that pays over 1.5% to 3% a day, it's probably not going to last, right? So there's other companies right now that are popping up left and right. Just if you're new to this space, just be aware that those are not sustainable. I've been through it before. You're most likely going to lose your money. However, my experience with Exales has been phenomenal. I heard about it back in January 2024, which is over 1 year and 6 months ago. I did some research. I vetted the co-founders, and just like Lee said, like I made a video over a year ago. It's in the Telegram group that I dropped it. And it basically goes in detail because one thing that we all want to know, how do you make money for the community? That's one thing that we want to know. And they said they do trading. They show the transparency. They did mention that besides trading, they own 80% of the Merlin blockchain. And just like Lee said, that's very lucrative right there. And everything's on chain, everything is verifiable. And I got to verify everything that they said. And after that point, I made a deposit, and I have not looked back since. Right. Um, but when I heard about it over a year ago, I made my deposit, and just, you know, when I saw the 18% a month, I said, wow, that is very, very generous, considering there's a lot of banks right now that won't even give you 1%, in a month. But you have that 18% depending on your deposit. Just like Lee said, you don't have to deposit 5,000. You can do $100 bare minimum. You can do 200. You can do 500. But whatever you stake, that's going to be for 22 months. And when you get your calculator, because one question that I asked them over a year ago was, why 22 months? I didn't understand that part. So if you do 18%, multiply that times your deposit, whatever that may be, whatever you're earning every month, multiply that by 22, that's exactly 4 times what you deposit, right? So that equals that part. And everything just matched up. And I'm starting to see a lot of people deposit big amounts, $100,000, 200,000. Just recently, we saw somebody deposit $300,000, which is amazing, because do they know something you don't know that I don't know? I'm pretty sure. And this is where you got to pay attention, because this is something where, if somebody is depositing that much, they know this is not going anywhere. This is something that's going to be around a very long time. So that's the reason why I'm just going to keep stacking. If I have $10,000 more, I'm going to put it that. I'm not going to put it in anything else, because here's the thing, guys. If you know that this is going to pay you and change your life, in the beginning of this call, Lee did say, "What if this system can change your life?" And he's spot on, because the thing is this: there's already lives changing in this company. People are walking away from their jobs. People are getting that car bonus. People are making 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month. I mean, that $300,000 deposit, if that person doesn't even build, they're making $54,000 a month. That's more than what people make in 1 year. They're getting that in 1 month. So that's amazing. And this ecosystem, this community called X Sales, X Firm, they have worldwide events. I was just in the Vegas event a couple months ago. They were in New York, they're in Texas. Right now, I think they're in India, then Dubai. But there's just so much amazing things happening with X Sales, and I love the fact that the transparency is there. When some of the co-founders actually flew down to where I'm at, we had lunch together. I mean, who does that? If you really want to hide your face and not really want to care about the community, you're not going to go above and beyond and do that. And I only put $5,000 at the time. That just shows that I'm not a big depositor. This is something where they met me because they know that there's a lot of value and they care about the community. And I felt, what, this is different. And even when I vetted them over a year ago, I realized a couple things: that this isn't one of those typical platforms where it's here one day and gone the next. Because when I ask these questions, my BS meter is pretty high, and I could sense that. And I realized, out of all my years in this space, this is different. So that's the reason why I want to share it with you guys. But 2 questions that I asked you over a year ago, and promises kept, promises made, promises kept. They have not swayed. They have not veered off. They have kept their promise. And this is two of the questions that I asked. One question was, will we ever have any issues with the payouts? And they said, no, I guarantee you, we promise you, never any issues. Second question, well, will we ever have any issues with the website? It's going through maintenance or what have you. And they said, no, we promise you, we'll never have any issues. Till this day, a year and 6 months later, we have been paid on time. We have been having zero issues. The website, no issues. And I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of other companies I've been in the past throughout the years where I had to go through support. I had to try to get somebody on the line. I haven't even had to reach out to them once for anything particular that pertains to me. Everybody else out there, I don't know if you had any issues, but if you do, let us know. But for the most part, I've never had any issues personally. but everything's on chain, everything's verifiable, and I'm loving this platform, this ecosystem, Lee, and this is something where we know it's changing lives. The question you have to ask yourself, you're watching this replay, is if it could change your life, do that deep dive, do your due diligence, ask the right questions. Lee's here, I'm here. Get back with the person who invited you, because get that free account, deposit $200, see what happens. Hey, am I going to get that 18% next month? Am I going to be able to withdraw my earnings next month? And the answer is yes, because it's happened for me. It's happened for a lot of people. And they have their token. They have their own exchange. I mean, this is just so much more detail. We can, that's a whole nother Zoom call. But for the most part, right now, is just talking about how they make money and what you can get out of it. And there's a lot of value, guys. So if you haven't pulled the trigger yet, you want to join, I'd say just do it right away. Okay. But anyways, Lee, I'll send it back to you, man. I can talk forever.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Okay.
David said that the bottom line is they care, right? The company care. You said it right, David. They care about us. Well,
Oh, absolutely. I feel it. Yeah.
one of the things a lot of, just like me, I care about people. All right. And I want the best. I want everyone to make $1 million, right? That's what I want. And you can do it here. But the thing is it's also a blessing to me to help the people. That's what's so awesome about. That's the reason I love what I do. I'm a network marketer since 1990, okay? Why? Because wow, I can have a team of people that are being blessed and I can be blessed by helping them. What a great concept. And it's leverage, ladies and gentlemen. This is a leverage opportunity. So if you think about it, let's say they have $1 billion that they can make, the company, $1 billion of their own money, but they can earn 30% a month on trading $10 billion, which isn't their money, and give you 18% a month. They're able to bless themselves and bless you at the same time. This crypto game is not, it's a real deal. It's not something that where you're 2%. You can make big money every single month, maybe not, but the 18% is very sustainable. That's why this is so incredible. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do the other part of this presentation, and then we'll just close this sucker out. Thanks again, David. Really appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get this other part started here.
Thanks, Lee.
Yep. All right, let me share here. Okay. All right, we're going to be almost done here. We're going to go over the regular PowerPoint right now. Let me see if I can make this bigger. There we go. Fantastic. This is the regular PowerPoint. I'll run through this. It's going to be a lot of same information. I'll elaborate just a little bit. We'll be done here within, I'd say 10 minutes. Okay. So let's run through it. Exels is a revolutionary blockchain technology and a digital asset that's incredible. Anything that we talk about, you're going to have to do your own diligence. You're going to have, faith. You're going to have to do these, whatever things that we're saying. But as far as a simple opportunity, this is very, very simple. And, basically this disclaimer says responsibility is basically on you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Let's be real. All right. So anyway, incredible opportunity here, right? It's a symphony of digital innovation. Exels is an ecosystem. It's not just a company. It's designed to revolutionize the digital cryptocurrency and blockchain market with cutting edge technology and innovative solutions, right? Founded in Dubai, January 18th, 2022. Okay. It was already happening in 2022. This is the members of the royal family who invested in this. Okay. And the reason I say 2023 is that's when it opened to the staking on a global scale. It was already happening. Like I said before, right? This is solid, ladies and gentlemen. And is it a guarantee? No, there's no guarantees in life. But I can tell you this, the company's around, and it's guaranteed you're getting 18% as the company's around, right? Every month. It doesn't fluctuate. It's not like, maybe. And whatever you deposit, 18% every month if you do the monthly plan, right? Building a sustainable future over time, right? Establish a seamless flow of transactions within this is all of their ecosystem, right? Expertise, blockchain, an ecosystem of decentralized application called DApps and services that have merged. Their own cryptocurrency called XVI, a decentralized browser already available, X Navigator, okay, crypto engine platform, Exchanger, right? NFT marketplace, X Ocean, and so much more. And artificial intelligence, video games, betting services, and a hybrid staking platform. So all of this is the ecosystem. So they don't just do trades and make money. That's not it. That's just part of the ecosystem. That's why this is so phenomenal. Okay. Now, like I said, launched in New York on January 5th, 2024, right around the time David said, hey, what's going on here? He shared it with me and I didn't jump. Okay. What I can tell you this, I'm jumping now. Okay. This is incredible, right? Headquarters in Dubai, and they have a part of it in a strategic part of it in Bulgaria. Okay. And by the way, you guys are going to be able to attend these live events that are going on. Just let us know. We'll try to post the events. Actually, we need to start posting the live events. That would be great. We did post some of them. We know Dubai's coming up. So you're going to be able to do all this. So this is growing on a massive scale. Real quick, if you do the daily plan, you're going to get 0.3%, right? Not 3% a day, 0.3, right? If you do the daily plan. A lot of people want to see results now, right? So then you're going to get a 2x on your money in 22 months. If you do the weekly plan, you get a 3x on your money in 22 months. Most people do the monthly plan, 18.181% monthly. You get a 4x on your money in 22 months. Okay, so high monthly returns, ladies and gentlemen. So your deposit plus 3x equals a 4x total. So you, in the example with the 5,000 plus a 3x, your deposit plus $15,000 is $20,000 in 22 months or less. Okay. Now, minimum deposit, a measly $100 in USDT TRC20. Okay. Minimum withdrawal, $25. Withdrawal fee is 6%. Oh, some people say, hey, 6% withdrawal fee. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're making 18% a month on your deposit. There is no sign-up fee, no enrollment fee, no monthly fee. Okay, let the company make some moolah, right? Okay, so I don't, man, 6%. You're breaking the bank, ladies and gentlemen, with the 6% withdrawal fee, and you get it like that, right? Multiply your capital without the need to invite, sell, recruit, or attend. So like I said, what do? We start off as a passive project. You don't want to wait 22 months. You share with others. You're going to get 10% on your personal people. Everybody that deposits, you're going to get 10% on their rewards. Let me get to that in a second. On the left, you're going to get, most people do the monthly. That's 4%. You're going to get 4% right now on whatever your people that you refer deposit. Right now, they deposit $100,000, you're going to get $4,000 in your back office immediately. As soon as it's staked, done. Okay. Number two, residual income every month. Okay. That $5,000 example, the 4%, that's $200 you got one time, right? But every month they're going to get $909. You're going to get 10% of that because you referred them personally. That's $90 a month right there, man. Shoot, $90 a month coming in. That's going to maybe pay one of your bills, right? And then you keep going. You can Forex your money even quicker. You can accelerate your returns by getting your returns even faster by building a global team. You get 5% down to the 10 levels, 5% on every single level, okay? If you had 50,000 globally, that's 9,090 monthly from that global volume for those people. And then you get 5%, which $54.52, right? Incredible. So step one, get a free account. You purchase the USDT on your exchange. You're going to send it to the decentralized wallet, which is your trust wallet or whatever. You're going to register your, you're going to send it to Exales. You're going to register your wallet on Xfirm, which is your back office. You're going to copy the deposit wallet ID, transfer the funds, and then stake it. That's it. It really isn't that bad. Once you do it once, it's just incredible. And you can do it over and over again, withdraw every single month, whatever, you're good to go. So what is the risk? They call this a low risk project because they have an ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen. They're not playing games, all right? This is incredible. They're not just making money from trading and arbitrage trading. They've got nodes, they've got coins, they got everything going on. So discover how we're reshaping the future. Join this revolution, uniting the worlds together. So let me get out of this share. So the bottom line is you need to get a free account. You need to work with the person, get your questions answered. And the way you're going to experience this is just to get your account and fund it and experience it. You cannot refer others unless you have a funded account, $100 or more, right? It has to be funded. You can't just refer people to an unfunded account. So you got to get it funded. And then after you get it funded, start sharing it, blessing people, share this incredible opportunity with others, and then join the co-op, all right? If you go to the website in the chat, there's a link for the co-op. You can learn about the co-op. You can pay for the co-op shares. And we're going to do this on Monday. Our next co-op begins on Monday. So you have to have your shares in before that. Okay. And other than that, that's really it. I appreciate you guys again. I went a little long today, not too bad, but it's been worth it. So I really thank you, David, man, appreciate you so much for your insights and everything. We will have other testimonials with people. They're busy doing the live events, but they're going to be on next month, and you'll be able to hear some of these people that are sharing, changing their lives with Exales. With that being said, I want to say thank you again. We'll catch you on the next presentation and on the videos that I'm creating like hotcakes. All right. Appreciate you very much.
Have a great weekend, guys. Bye-bye.